Hello friends, myself Amar. Now in this video I will discuss about select mini checkbox in prime faces. Okay. For that what I have done, I have created a project named as select mini checkbox. It has a page index.xhtml and it has a managed bin named as select mini checkbox bin inside the Ripples code package. Okay. Now in the index.xhtml I have taken the required tags. In the head I have given the title as select mini checkbox. In the body, inside the form tag, what I have done, I have taken a h3 tag and here I have written a caption basic layout. Then to use the select mini checkbox, I am using the select mini checkbox component of prime faces. In the value I have written smcb.selected countries. Now you can guess selected courses, it is selected courses is nothing but the property which has been defined in the managed bin. Now you can see this is the code for the managed bin. This is the managed bin which I have created. The name you can see I have written smcb. Here I have created some properties: selected courses of type string array, selected countries of type string array, countries of type list of string, mobiles of type list of select item, selected mobiles of type string array. Okay, and for all these properties I have created the corresponding getter and setter. Okay, and what I have done one more thing. In the init method, for the countries object I have added all these countries. Okay, in the init method I have done one more thing. I have created the object of mobile. Then I have created the object of selected item group. I have given the object name as Samsung Mobile and here I have given the caption as Samsung. Okay. Now with this Samsung Mobile object which we have created here, I have called the set select items method, and by using the select item array, here I have added 3 items: Samsung 1, Samsung 2 and Samsung 3. Similarly, here I have created one more object of select item group named as Sony Mobiles, and with this Sony Mobiles I have again added 3 select items named as Sony 1, Sony 2 and Sony 3. And after that I am adding this Samsung Mobile and the Sony Mobiles with the mobiles object. This mobiles object is nothing but I have created here. As you can see, this mobiles, this one, this is the object which I have created here. Okay. Now after that the corresponding getter and setter methods are there, right? Now if I move to index.xhtml, now here for this select mini checkbox, in the value I have written smcb.selected courses. This means whatever course I will select from this checkbox will be assigned to the property selected courses. That's why I have given its type as string of array, because we can select many checkboxes now, right? Now what are the items that will be displayed in the check as a checkbox? For that, here I have taken f select item, and in the item label I have given JSF, prime faces and flutter, and these are the corresponding values. If I run this, then you can see here this is the basic layout. Let me refresh this. This is the basic layout: JSF, prime faces and flutter, which has been written here. Okay, this is the basic layout, right? Now again I am using the select many checkboxes, but this time in the value I have written smcb.selected countries. This means the countries which we will select from the checkboxes that will be assigned to the property selected countries. Now in the layout I have specified grid, and in the column I have specified 3. This means, as you can see in the grid layout, there are 3 columns has been created, right? And what are the countries that will be displayed, or what are the items that will be displayed in the select mini checkbox? For that I have taken f select items. In the value I have written smcb.countries. This means the value which has been assigned to the countries property that will be displayed, and as a result you can see all these countries are displayed here, which I have added here in the countries property, right? Now in the item label you can see I have written hash of country. This means the label will be displayed which has been stored in the country property, and similarly the item value will be the value which has been assigned to the country property, right? Now again there is a responsive. Here this code and this code is same. The only difference is that in the layout, instead of writing grid, here I have taken responsive. Rest all the code is same. Now once you make it as responsive, now if I minimize this, then you can see all the items in the responsive section are displayed vertically. If I maximize this, then this is displayed as a grid having the number of column as 3. But once I minimize this, then all the items are displayed vertically. That is the difference between the grid layout and the responsive layout. Okay. Now again there is a custom layout. Now here what I have done, there is an output panel which has been started here, and this output panel is closed here, right? Now in the output panel, I have taken select many checkbox. In the value, I have written smcb.selected courses. In the layout, I have written custom. Now in the select item, I have taken JSF, prime faces and flutter. Now in the layout custom mode, how the checkboxes will be displayed, that is decided by the programmer. And for that, here I have written the code, how the checkboxes will be displayed. Okay. For that, I have written here the code. As you can see, nothing to explain here. Simply there are some div tags, 3 div tags I have taken. And in each div tag, I have taken a output label and I have taken a checkbox. As you can see, for this output label, the value is JSF. And there is a checkbox having the ID as OPT1. For custom, this custom is nothing but the name of the layout which I have given. Item index as 0. This means for the 0th position, this checkbox will be displayed. Similarly, for the second one, this prime faces will be displayed, and for the third one, this flutter checkbox will be displayed. As you can see here, for the custom layout, the first one is GSF, second one is prime faces, and the third one is flutter. This means the ultimate thing is that how the checkboxes will be displayed in custom layout, that is decided by the programmer, right? Now again we have grouped. Here again select many checkbox, ID I have given as grid 3, value I have given smcb.selected mobiles. In the layout I have written page direction. Now what is page direction, that I will discuss. And in the column I have specified as 1. This means the number of columns which will be created will be 1. Okay. And here I have taken the select item. In the value I have written smcb.mobiles. This means all the values of the mobile properties will be displayed in the checkbox. Okay. In the item label, the value which has been assigned to the mobile property will be displayed, and similarly in the item value, the value which has been stored in the mobile property, that will be displayed. Okay. Now if I go to the browser, then you can see number of column is 1 and it is grouped. For Samsung, these Samsung values are displayed. Okay. Similarly for this American cars, actually this caption is wrong. Let me change the caption here. It should be Sony. Okay. Now let me save this. Let me refresh this. It's taking some time to refresh. Yes, now it is refreshed and you can see Sony is coming here. Okay, this is the grouped one. Okay, for this Samsung group, these 3 items are displayed. For this Sony group, these 3 items are displayed, as you can see in the browser. Okay, and this is the code which I have written for grouped one. Right now, the modes which I have discussed here, for that I have written here. See, there are some properties. Line direction. Line direction means checkboxes are displayed horizontally. If we are using page direction, as you can see here in the layout, I have used page direction. If you are using page direction, this means the checkboxes will be displayed vertically. In the layout, if you are using line direction, then the checkboxes will be displayed horizontally. Okay. Grid I have discussed, responsive I have discussed, custom I have discussed. You just have a look. Okay, these are the short notes which I have written here, right? And this is the code for index.xhtml. As you can see, this is the entire code for index.xhtml. Okay, let me give a break here. then the entire portion will be visible, right? Yes, this is the code. Now you can see this is the entire code for index.xhtml. Yes, this is the entire code. And this is the code for the managed bean. I have discussed all the things, I have discussed all the properties, what is the functionality, all the things I have already discussed. Okay, I hope you have liked my video. If you have liked my video, please subscribe to my channel, share my videos, come into my videos. Thank you so much.